Hi guys, it's Mrs. V. So today we're going to start a cute little project. It is the little birds kind of standing in a line, but we're going to do, I always call this one tall birds, small birds. So we're going to create some little birds, but some of them are going to be tall and some of them are going to be short and some of them be medium size. So I'm going to use my paper the wide way, and I have some circular objects to trace for my to make the body of my birds. So I'm going to use this. This is just like a deli container, and then this is like a container for salad dressing. You could also use jars, lids from jars, yogurt containers, anything that's circular. If you don't have anything circular, that's okay too. Just draw the circle the best you can. I'm going to use my tracers so you guys can see how it's done. So nothing too huge. Yogurt container sized is about fine. Jar lid is fine. Anything that's going to give you a round shape, or just draw your circle yourself. Okay. So we're going to start off with our biggest, tallest bird, and I am going to use the bottom of this container to hold this down and take my pencil, and I'm going to trace, oh, that pencil has no point. I'm going to trace one side and then reach around and trace the other. And I trace it in two kind of parts, makes it a little easier. So I have the body for this bird, and then I'm going to put the body for my next bird. He's going to be, so this has two sizes of circles. So the bottom is smaller than the top, just like this one is. The bottom is smaller than the top. So I'm going to use this size circle to create kind of a medium tall bird. So he's not quite as tall as this guy. And I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to trace one side, and then go around and trace the other side. Okay, so I have two. We have room for about four, excuse me, four birds. So I'm going to use this one over here. Kind of, he's going to be lower. And I'm going to trace one around one way, and then two. So I got my circle, and then I'm going to do my last circle right here, even a little shorter. So remember, this is my smallest circle. So one side and the other side. So you want to have about four circles on your paper at different heights. So this one's kind of the tallest, medium, kind of short, and then shortest, smallest. All right. So then we're going to, now you're like, Mrs. V, these are just circles on our paper. These are not birds. They don't look like birds. We're going to add stuff to make them look like birds. They're kind of just going to be little round puffball birds. So for the first tallest bird, we're going to add a beak. So you can add a beak, which is just a triangle shape, anywhere you want. So you can add the beak here, which means he'd be looking up this way. You can add the beak here, which means he'd be looking down. I'm going to put my beak right here so he can look up. So it's just a line out and then a line back in, just a little triangle shape. I'm going to use a circle shape for the eye. And I put a circle in a circle. And you can give them lashes if you want to make them fancy or not. It's up to you. Okay? And then we're going to do a wing shape. And there's a couple different ways we can do a wing. So one of the ways you can do a wing is to do a curve like this, kind of like almost a rainbow line with an extra long tail. And then you can just bring that shape back with a bumpy line. Okay? And then I would just erase that little section right there. Okay? I'm going to give my bird his or her legs. So I'm just going to make two lines down and then a line out, out, out. There's his one leg. He's got really spindly legs. I'm going to do the same thing. So he's standing on the ground on his little spindly legs. I'm going to give my bird a fancy tail. So I'm going to go some swirls. He's got really, this is a fancy bird. Okay. So there's my one little guy, or tall guy. Next, I'm going to go and work on this side of my paper, and he's going to actually be looking down. So I'm going to make his beak point down, and then you're going to see both his little eyes because he's looking down. We only see one because he's looking sideways. All right. And then I'm going to give him two little curves and then just back in for wings. Curve and back in. Okay. And again, if you don't like that shape, you can do a straighter shape if you want. I'm going to put his little legs right down here, kind of on either side, and then just give him a wide V for his toes, and then a line down the middle, his little bird toes. Now I'm going to do a different kind of tail for him, so his tail's kind of up in the air. So I'm going to do a line and a line, so two curves, and then I'm going to do a zigzag. Okay, and then I could even add some fancy little like lines and dots just to make him, he looks like he's kind of wearing a crown, but make it a little fancy. Okay. So then I'm going to do my next bird, and he is going to be looking in this direction. Okay. So I'm kind of having them all look in different directions. So he's kind of looking up to the left. He's looking down. This one's going to look to the right. So I'm going to do his beak just so he doesn't hit that guy in the bird knees. Little circle for an eye. Okay. And then I'm going to put the wing on. So remember, the wing is just a curve shape. Okay. And this time I'm going to zigzag for that wing. And then just erase in there. And we're going to draw his little legs. So just that V at the bottom. Okay, for his little legs. And this guy we're going to give kind of a roundish little round tail. So there's like lots of little feathers. This little round, almost looks like a little flower for his tail. All right. And so for our next one, he's going to be looking kind of down over here. So I'm going to put his beak right there, like he's looking down. There's his eye right there. And again, you don't have to put yours where I put mine. You can put them somewhere different. Actually, you know what? Now we have an up one. So maybe we'll put this one going up. So see, I changed my mind. This just be changed my mind. So we're going to put him looking up. So we're actually going to put his beak here and then put two eyes here. And then we're going to put his little wings in. So just a curved shape. And you could do anything you wanted. So I could just do little zigzags back. So that's his wing. And then that wing kind of hits that, his tail and back. So there's his little wings. And then you can put his little bird legs in there. And you can give him a tail if you want. I'm going to give him a little kind of, a little tiny bird tail. So he's looking up in the air. Okay. He's like looking up. So his little tail is up. Now, if you want, you could add some little butterflies. Like the birds are watching the butterflies. Or you don't have to. So I just did 3 little circles. And then wiggle, 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 wiggle. And I just did little movement lines. So I could do another one. 3 little circles. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Just little wiggles. You don't have to put the butterflies in. Just if you wanted to. Birds and butterflies today. And I'll do one more over here. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. It's not perfect. All right, so there's our little birds and butterflies picture. You could also give your birds like little feathers on top if you wanted to. Give them some feathers or something fancy on their heads. If you wanted to do that too, you absolutely can do that as well. I could give him like, maybe he's got some spiky feathers on his head. So that's an option too. So this is just like a fun, cute little kind of springtime drawing. It's supposed to be fun. And remember, your birds do not have to look in the same direction that I do. You don't have to do the same tails that I do. You can create your own tails. It's just a fun way to use a basic shape, a basic circle shape, and then add to it and to create a cute little fun drawing. All right, guys, I hope this was helpful. Enjoy the rest of your day, and then don't color these for now. We're going to actually color them next time we are together, and it's going to look so super cute. I'm very excited. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. Bye.